everyone. I am Shanivareya. I am continuing heat chapter for grade 7. In previous class, I discussed convection in liquid. So here I am going to continue the convection in air. So convection is the process in which heat transfer in liquid and gases from hotter part to colder part. So today I am going to know the continued part of that, convection in air. Next, about sea breeze, land breeze, radiation, close in summer and winter. Okay. So here I want to draw one flame, candle. Okay, so convection in air, the air near the flame gets heated and rise up. The air from the side move into take place, and in this way the air gets heated here. Okay, so here I will draw that one. So this is a candle flame, and okay, so here the air near the source of heat. Okay, here the air is present, means is heated and rise up, and the air from the side move into take place and gets heated. So in this way the air is going to be get heated. So here when you keep one hand above the flame and one hand side of the flame, so that time you feel the hand of the top is feeling hot and the side of the hand is not feel that much of hot. Why? Because of that the air above the heated by convection process, and the side of there is no any convection process. So the air is going to be heated in this way. Okay, so this we call here as a convection in air. Correct? So the air near the source of heat gets heated and rises up, and the side air move into take place and heat and get rises. Okay, so this process will continue in the flame of this source. So this is the convection in air. So next, move to the next one, the point sea breeze and the land breeze. So next one, sea breeze. Okay, and land breeze later we will discuss that one. So first we will discuss the sea breeze. So this is the sea surface. Okay, so next I will draw one more here. This one is I will mark as a land. This one I will mark as a land here. So this process takes place during the daytime. Okay, so during the daytime the land gets heated faster than the sea. The land gets heated faster than the sea. The air above the land gets heated and become hot, and it rises up. Okay, the air above the land gets heated and become hotter, and it rises up. Okay, and the cool air from the sea, move towards the land side. So this process we call here as a sea breeze. This one we call here as sea breeze. Very simple. During the daytime the land gets heated faster than the sea. The air above the land get heated and become hotter, and it rises up. The cool air from the sea move towards the land, and this we call here as sea breeze. Got it? So next one about the land breeze. Okay, so next one. Again here I will draw one more in below of that. Okay, again I will mark here as sea, and again here I will mark this one as land. Okay, so now during the night time, so this land breeze process take place in the during the night time. During the night time, sea cools down slowly than the land. During the night time, the sea cools down slowly than the land. So the air from the sea is warm air, so it rises up. The warm air rises up. The cool air from the land, because it's a cool, okay, the warm air is present on the sea. So the cool air from the land, move towards the sea. Move towards the sea here. Got it? So this one is in the daytime and this one is in the night time. Day and night. Sea breeze during the daytime, land breeze during the night time. So during the daytime, the cool air from the sea move towards the land, and the warm air, the hot air is present on the land, above the land, and it rises up, and the cool air move towards land in the daytime, and we call this one as sea breeze. And what about the land breeze? So land breeze during the night time, the sea cools down slowly than the land. Slowly than the land means the land cools early and the sea takes the time to cool down. So the warm air is present on the sea, and this air will be rises up, and the cool air present on the land, and it's moved towards the sea, and this process we call here as a land breeze. Got it? And this what we call here as land breeze. So this type of the natural interesting phenomena, those peoples are living near the coastal areas, they feel this type of the climatic experience. Got it? So what we call here, this one as a sea breeze and this one as the land breeze during the daytime and the night time. So next, move to the next point about the radiation. What is radiation? So next one, radiation. About radiation, okay? So now, here already I discussed about the process of heat transfer. So the heat transfer in three ways. One is a conduction, and one more is convection, and one more is radiation. This is the last of that part. Okay. So in a conduction method, I discussed that conduction is the process in which heat transfer from in a solid, from hotter end to colder end. Means conduction means the solid material will take that one in that process, and the heat is going to be transferred in that part, means hotter to colder end. So in the convection process, I discussed that process take place in the liquid and gases, and here the hotter part to a colder part. But in the radiations, here without the help of any medium, the heat is going to be transferred in this process without a help of any medium is called a radiation. Means the heat is going to be transferred from one place to another without help of any medium, and we call this one as a radiations. Okay, got it? So radiation means, like I will give you an example. Heat from the sun reaches by the earth by radiation. Heat from the sun reaches by the earth by radiation process. And when we sit in front of a fire, near a fire, okay, when we sit near a fire, we feel warm, our body feel warm. Why? Because of due to the heat radiated by the fire. The heat radiated by fire, so all hot bodies radiate heat. All hot bodies radiate heat, and this process we call here as a radiations. So one point you have to keep remembered in this radiations. In the conduction and the convection process, the heat is going to be transferred from hotter end to the colder end, and the objects are in a contact, and then the heat is going to be transferred. In the conduction process, you know that how much long the object is in a contact, so up to that much of time the heat is going to be transferred till the temperature is going to be same. And in the radiations, there is no any medium is required to transfer heat from one place to another. So I give one example. No, when we sit near a fire, our body become warm. We feel warmness because of the heat, due to the heat radiates the heat by the fire. So this is the reason the radiations process will be take place in this way. Got it? So next, move to the next one. So next point, close in summer and winter. Close in summer and winter. Okay, so now you know that in a summer and in a winter we like to wear different kinds of clothes. What type of the clothes we like to wear in a summer and winter? Okay, so let's we discuss that one. So in a summer and winter, so before going to discuss about the clothes, so here I will give one example, one activity example. So from that I am going to explain about the clothes. So here you have to take a same size of the two can. Okay, you have to take same size of the two can. Okay, next, okay, you have to fill equal amount of water in these two cans. Okay, so here one thing I forgot to tell you about that. When you take two same size of the can, you have to paint the outer surface, one as a black and one more as a white color. Got it? One as a black color and one more as white color. And now when you fill equal amount of water in these two cans and leave these two cans in a sunlight for 1 hour. You have to leave these two cans in a sunlight for 1 hour. So next, after 1 hour you have to measure the temperature of these two can waters. Okay, so now when you measure the temperatures in a black color, okay, here I will name this one as A and here I will name this can as a B can. A can and B can. Already by color also we can identify. So then also I will name here one can as a and one can as a B here. So in a can you will get more warm waters, and more warm water is present means the temperature is also high in this can compared to the B cans. So the A can I colored the outer surface as a black colored, and the B can I have colored by white colored. So this is the difference and by this activity is going to be suggest that about the dark colored absorbs more heat, the light colors reflects the heat. Got it? So from this, let's we discuss about the clothes in summer and winter. So why in a summer we like to wear a light color clothes, and we feel very comfortable wearing a light color clothes in the summer, and the dark color clothes in the winter. We like to wear the dark color clothes in the winter, and we are very comfortable to wear this type of the dress in the winter. Like a woolen clothes also we are wearing in a winter, right? So here the dark colored clothes absorbs more heat and keeps you warm. So that's why we like to wear a dark color clothes in the winter. And light color clothes reflects a amount of heat following them, okay, and that's why it feels cool to your body in a summer, and we like to wear a light color clothes in the summer. So that's why the clothes in the summer and winter are different. And when we wear a dark colors in the summer, the heat absorbs, the color will be absorbs more heat and going to be radiating that, so you feel very hot. Okay, so that's why we like to wear a light color clothes in the summer and dark color clothes in the winter. And one more, that woolen clothes we like to wear in a winter. Woolen clothes. So woolen clothes will keep a body warm. Why? Because of that, you know that woolen is a poor conductor of heat. Woolen clothes is a poor conductor of heat. So the air is going to be trapped in that woolen clothes, and it keeps a body warm, and the heat does not flow to outside. Okay, so for that reason we like to wear a woolen clothes in a winter, and it keeps the body warmer here. So this is the explanation of the clothes in a summer and winter. So next here, so convection in air, sea breeze, land breeze, radiations, flows in summer and winter. So these are 4 topics I have covered in this today classes, and this is the end of the chapter here. And in this chapter I discussed the brief of about the topics from the hot and cold to the close and summer and winter. So I hope all you have understand this topic, and next chapter we will continue in next classes. Thank you.